Sup?
These are 5 videos with unexplainable background stories.
Right. Go.
There's an unknown creature in England known as Nessie by sewer maintenance. It was discovered during a regular maintenance survey. There had been previous reports of strange happenings in the sewers occurring on other routine maintenance jobs. However, nothing as conclusive as this following piece of footage. Workers have been reporting hearing noises from within the tunnels for years. One worker even called the police as he thought someone was stuck in the pipes. The noises have been described as being almost human. One worker described the sounds as being similar to a woman coughing or choking violently.
Damn.
The water company manager has come out and said that several employees have reported sightings of some kind of animal in the sewers.
What is that?
He's reviewed the CCTV footage, and he himself stated that it certainly did not look like a typical sewer rat. It was
Oh my
assumed
God.
that the creature was feeding on fat deposits that have built up on the inside of the pipes.
What the fuck is
According to workers, the creature still remains unidentified to this day.
It needs to stay unidentified. It needs to stay. Oh my God.
On February 25th, 2014, a nude male body washed ashore on a beach in England. The man was wearing only socks and one shoe, but the police made a strange discovery. A set of headphones were found in the man's mouth, as well as a rolled-up sock.
Ew.
The white headphones were looped around the back of the sock and were trailing out of his mouth. A number of items were found nearby, including a jacket, a wallet, and a photo of a young child. The victim was identified as 64-year-old Alan Geel, and the child in the photo was Alan when he was 2. Alan did have surviving family, however he was a loner, so suicide was considered a possibility. Alan had recently purchased a weighted training vest and ankle weights, which suggested that he may have been planning to drown himself. However, these weights were never found, and the unexplained injuries to Alan's chest and head meant foul play could not be ruled out. The day before his body was found, Alan had traveled from Waterbridge to Truro and was seen wandering through the area on CCTV footage. The most intriguing video showed him speaking with individuals at a bus station, but they were never identified. Alan was last photographed in Purenporth on February 24, 2014. The strangest detail from the CCTV footage showed Alan wearing a completely different jacket than the one found on the beach. The jacket that he wore in the footage was never recovered. The rest of his clothing and his bank and credit cards are also missing. No one knows what Alan was doing in Purenporth that night, or how his body ended up in the water.
Oh, damn. I was thinking, cause he said, the camera showed him talking to some like other people, but I was like the day before he was talking to other people. So it's like I was thinking like, do you think he showed any signs to the other people, or do you think the people that he was talking to picked up any signs from him, any vibes from him? Because I'm a people's person, and I can usually pick up, people's vibes. So it was like I was thinking, it was like if I was one of the people or persons that he was talking to, I may have picked up his intentions, or picked up some vibe, or picked up something from him that would have caused me to be like, hey man, you good? You sure? You positive? Everything's okay? Because the vibe that I'm getting from you is like, it's not like you. I mean, you say you're okay, but I don't know, man. You say something, you say one thing, but like your body says another. Your action speaks louder than words. So what's really going on? What you really doing? You can talk to me, man. I probably could have saved his life. I don't know. But, I think it's, sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than it is to talk to somebody that you actually know about like certain things. Um, I've talked to people like that before. I've talked to people and people have talked to me about their problems. I've talked to and I we didn't even know each other, you know. But it's like I think it's easier to talk to somebody that you don't know versus somebody that you do know about your problems. Um, but all I'm saying is, if I was in that situation, if I was there and he was talking to me, I most likely would have picked up some vibes. I most likely would have picked up something off of him to let me know that something ain't right. To let me know and ask him, "Hey, you good?" That's all I'm saying.
In 2009, Stephen Kosher quit his job in Salt Lake City and moved to St. George, Utah. After months of struggling to find a job, Stephen left St. George on December 12, 2009. The following day, he called two of his friends and claimed that he was in Las Vegas. Stephen never offered any explanation for his trip, but his family believes that he may have been looking for a job. These phone calls were the last time anyone ever heard from Stephen before he mysteriously vanished without a trace. His abandoned car was located in a residential neighborhood in Henderson, Nevada, with wrapped Christmas presents that Stephen had purchased for his family in the back of the vehicle. Investigators eventually found this video of Stephen taken on December 14, 2009, from a camera at a residence in the Henderson neighborhood. The video shows Stephen parking his car, crossing the street, walking down the sidewalk, and then disappearing out of sight. This was the last confirmed sighting of him. It's unknown why Stephen parked his car in the upscale neighborhood, though it's been speculated that it could have been because it seemed like an unlikely place for him to become the victim of some kind of violent crime. His cell phone signal was picked up at various locations by a tower several miles away, but the signal died after 2 days. With his employment and financial difficulties, some people have speculated that Stephen may have staged his disappearance to start a new life. However, there has been no trace of him for about 6 years.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. 6 years. You can do a lot. You can do a whole lot in 6 years. Years, not years.
The following video is from a surveillance camera taken in November of 2007 in Fresno, California.
Who the hell?
It was positioned to record the owner's front lawn and was set up because someone had tried stealing something from the owner's yard on a previous occasion.
What the hell?
On the night the video was caught, the owner was woken by his dogs barking in an unusual way. He got up and looked at his security monitor and saw the creatures, about 2 to 3 feet tall, moving across his lawn. He grabbed a camcorder and recorded the monitor screen. Local investigators presented the footage at a mutual UFO network conference. The video they shared also showed some footage of the owner and the front yard during the day. Since it's a video of a video, the quality isn't great. The TV show Fact or Faked investigated the video. The crew went to the home it was filmed at and tried recreating it with a few different experiments. In the end, they determined the video footage to be unexplainable. The end of the video also shows some footage of the creatures, that are by the way referred to as the nightcrawlers, allegedly caught by someone else in Fresno a few years later.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Don't let me catch...
The TV show Paranormal Borderline received an anonymous letter in the mail providing enough information to warrant further investigation. It told the story of a worker who appeared to have been abducted by aliens. The letter was accompanied by a tape which allegedly shows the abduction. There are 4 black and white pictures. On the top right quadrants, a worker walks right to left through a gate. He disappears here in a flash of light at 11:16 p.m. The tape continued to run normally until almost 2 hours later. Then the victim reappears in a second flash of light in a fetal position. Then moments later, now crouching, he vomits and seconds later staggers right to left out of frame. According to the author of the letter, the footage was copied from a surveillance system. He reports that soon after the incident, the victim quit his job and moved away. Hired experts couldn't make any valid or concrete conclusions, and there are still no explanations for the flashes, missing time, or just what happened to the worker on that night.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna wait until the video is over, but I'm gonna have to cut it because I have to do something. But I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, I'm about to cut. 3, 2, 1. Cut. It's not really much. I don't think there's really much for me to say at this point. But all I do want to, what I do want to say is, have you ever, I'm talking to y'all, have y'all ever experienced something, you know, like saw something, I don't know, smelled something, tasted something, just experienced something, whether in real life or saw something in real life or it was a dream or something, or like something happened and you witnessed it, experienced it. You couldn't really explain it. You couldn't, no matter how much you tried to figure it out, you couldn't explain it. I'm trying to think of something that I can't really think of nothing right now. I think that like the closest thing I can think of is when I had a dream about my mother, and after the dream was over, I couldn't really explain it. But as life went on, as time went on after that dream, I began to realize why I had the dream, why my mother was in the dream, to let me know that she was okay. But it took me a minute to realize and understand why I had that dream. But to y'all, have you ever experienced something, whether in real life or in a dream, that you still can't explain, or took you a minute to understand what happened? But and have you ever seen a UFO? Or yeah, have you ever seen a UFO before? I'm talking like no. Have you ever thought you seen a UFO? Or have you ever seen a UFO like in person, like for real, like 100% you seen a UFO? Cause I think I seen something, not recently, but like it happened back in like Charlotte. I think I experienced I think I saw like 2 UFOs, not at once, but like different time periods. But that was crazy. That was crazy. But it wasn't nothing too big. But I definitely experienced, 2 UFO sightings. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't really much for me to talk about. But Yeah, there are definitely things in this world, and yeah, definitely things in this world and not of this world that you can't really explain. And that's that's natural. Some things aren't meant to be explained. I guess I don't know, but and other times, there are things that take time to, that need. I don't really know. Like I hate explaining things because they never come off smooth. But like there are things in this world that you can't really explain, and then there are things in this world that you can explain. It just takes time. Over time you will understand. I have to poop. Well, there it is. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family. I'm sorry.